my bass player is always saying, you know, or you play with some other guys, and I'm not crapping on anybody specific,
sure.
but just the level of talent and that's in the band. I'm very proud of that, to be surrounded by those
clearly
guys.
Yeah.
And when you play, you know, when they end up playing with somebody else, and it's just not that at that level, you know what I mean?
Yep.
And they go, wow, I really appreciate, you know, the guys in this band. You know, every time I go out and play with somebody else, it really, like I say, I'm not crapping on anybody, but
well, no, and there's something to be said. And I know this is stating the obvious, even if this is someone's first episode listening to Gig Gab, but there's something to be said for playing in a band that you've rehearsed with, right? Like if, you know, if you're going and filling in, I love going and filling in for somebody because there's the challenge of, you know, learning how to play with these new musicians, often in a very, you know, pressure situation. You got to learn the songs. You got to get the starts and the ends and the middles right. Like you got to do all the things. And as the sub, you know, if you're coming in like that, you're Superman, right? Like they love you because you saved their bacon. Like for me, their drummer couldn't make it. I come in, I save the day. Everybody's like, it's all roses. But when you look back on it, it's like it was good for what it was. And as soon as you have to add that qualifier, the for what it was to it, that's when you realize what your guys are saying to you. Like, it was good for what it was, but we've rehearsed together. You guys have played together for decades. You know the arrangements. You have all the harmonies locked in. It's butter. And yes, you rehearse to keep it at a high level, but like that's what's missing with a pickup band or a sub band or, you know, whatever. Yeah.
Exactly. You hit the nail right on the head. It just being rehearsed, the chemistry with the same five guys, you know, for decades and decades. There's just no substitute. And I probably came off like, oh, you know, some other guys aren't as good as us. I'm not saying that. That's not it. No, it's just like that chemistry. You know the harmonies. We've been playing these songs for decades. You know, like we'll go right into, you know, like Carrie Away with Sun, or we'll play foreplay long time, and it's like sometimes we go to rehearsal and we go, all right, do we need to do, you know, do we need to do the Zepp medley? So we do Whole Lot of Love into Black Dog, all of Black Dog back into Whole Lot of Love. No, I'm sorry, the outro to Stairway back into Whole Lot of Love.
Nice.
So it's a crazy Zepp medley. It's kind of the highlight of the set.
That's fun though. Yeah,
it's great. But we get to rehearsal and we're like, do we even need to do that? We've done it so many times. And then we'll go down each song. We're like, do we need to do that? No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm like, all right, we need to go over something.
You got to do something. We all showed up. Might as well do something. Yep.
I know,
but like that, not just there's the end product, right? That when you know, the grooves, the harmonies, everything's dialed in, the transitions, all of that stuff. It makes for a better end product, but it also makes for a more enjoyable performance because you know when you go to sing, you've got that harmony that's going to back you up right perfectly, and you don't have to wonder, does that guy over there, does he remember it's time to sing? Like, there's none of that. You just you get to, and that it's not, there's no replacement for that. You have to rehearse in order to get to that point, and that's just how it be.